This shit. John got the Trump. We are the Trump.
Yeah, we are Trump.
Nah, man. You do the shut up with the Shemai. You know? Ah. All right. We're going to start off, first and foremost, by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone, taught us his truth. Honor the salutations to the elect and to the men that died doing the work. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, because they shall arise first. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer. He has come to deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. It's the Church of Philadelphia, once again on the highways and hedges, coming out here to prophesy the downfall of Babylon, aka America, aka Nineveh, aka this wicked kingdom that we live in as of to this day. You got a lot of things going on where as far as they want to basically shut down the street preaching, the prophecies. We've been telling you this for years and years and years that this time is going to come, and it has come. Also, on a level of you got a lot of Israelite groups. They're starting to lose it. They're falling apart at the seams. Why? Because they took that bag, and it's evident. It's being evidently declared. Who are his chosen men right now in this time. Matter of fact, brother, if you grab 2nd Ezra 16, started Baba Bashar about verse 70. Because we're coming into those times where we ain't going to be out here too much longer. And the judgment that you have been warned about is still going to keep coming. When you don't see us out here no more, just know the doors are closed. When you don't see men out here on the highways and hedges speaking the truth, the door is closed. The door of repentance. All right, what you think is, those guys are there, this, that. It ain't about arrogance. It's about none of that. It's about the words of the Lord, man. That's what this whole thing is about. It's about being humble in every situation that you put in. All right, and allowing the Lord to raise you up and trusting in Him to put you in that situation because you were put in that situation for a reason. But once your mouth is closed, then what? That means the Lord took His mercy away from His face. All right? But the elect is the only ones that's going to get it. You got it, brother.
All right. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Hey, when you go into, matter of fact, let's get that word insurrection. But the ones that fear Him, that's what's coming. What we just started talking about. All right, that time is coming. That time is damn near here.
Yeah, it's here.
Because, does not the scripture say it has to go on all four corners of the earth? Then the end shall come. So you seeing it. Did the men lie to you? No, they didn't lie. They told the truth. The righteous ones.
John.
Did men lie to you that was speaking all type of folly? Yes, they did. You know? And how you know who's lying to you? How you know who told the truth? Because how they say the proof is in the pudding, right? You know, you got to mix everything up. You know? And I said we're going to get that word insurrection. And and you know what? That's going to be the account or how would you say that, the accusation, so to speak. That's going to be the accusation on the people of the Lord. Well, he was out there, he said this, he said that, but yo, we're speaking it publicly and it's happening, you know. So where is the crime in that? Oh, treason. That's going to be another one. He committed treason. He incited riots. And we out here speaking every single day. You know? Every single day we come out here and speak to the people, man.
They be going.
Yo, can I ask y'all a question, brothers? A real sincere question.
What's that?
Now, what would you consider a man trying to like incite a riot or anything like that?
A man trying to
Incite a riot. How would you explain that, bro?
a person. How would I explain a person that's starting a riot?
You know, trying
You
to
know,
incite
so
one.
you know, the girl Meatball. You know,
Yeah,
when
okay.
the stuff went on, she
Okay.
incited a riot, and they charged her for that, for leading all the people. She was on Instagram,
Okay, all right.
and so she
Okay.
was saying like, come down here. Everybody was following her. All her followers was coming, and they was hitting the stores.
Okay.
But she got locked up, so she didn't be held accountable for
There
that.
you go.
So anybody I look at a person that's trying to start a riot
Uh-huh.
like they are the head. So as far as the head, always cut the head off, and then there's nobody.
There you go. There you go. Damn, that's heavy, man. That's heavy what the brother said, man. In the Hebrew word, I've been brushing up on my words. You know? The Hebrew word for heavy is kabod. You know, that's kabod, what you just said, because yo, I remember a while ago when I was in those places, they got my man on trying to incite a riot. You know? Why? Because telling the truth. So now that's what they're going to try to use. That's why I said, he said, yo, the head. Take the head. So now they're going to start coming for what? The heads of all these camps, man.
And when you think about it,
yeah.
yeah.
Wasn't they couldn't flip.
but it's coming after everybody
That's right.
who so calls themselves Hebrew Israelites,
That's
because
right.
it's going to be their interpretation of what it means to incite a riot.
That's right.
That's why it's their interpretation of what is hate speech. We're not talking about nobody doing anything to anybody else,
Yep.
but they're going to lump us in.
Yep.
That's why they have these different camps set up to be agents,
Right, okay.
to tell you to do something, and then they call themselves so-called Hebrew Israelites. They're going to lump us all together.
Yep.
You don't hear us. You don't hear us calling them, hey, you so-called devil. We don't do that. We don't do any of that.
Yo, you hear what he said though? The man said she was on Instagram. And she
Right.
was actually saying,
Right.
"Yeah, come down here." We're not
Right.
saying that.
Yeah.
We ain't saying come down.
But they're going to lump us into that
That's right,
because there's
that's right.
other groups out there that's paid off
Come on
to
now.
do that.
That's right, brother. That's right.
They not Esau. You're not slick.
That's right.
You're not slick. That's why you're putting these draconian laws together, right? You ain't slick. You trying to act like it's the 52 fake out. We know what you're doing, because you know the truth is exposing your lies and your hypocrisy.
That's right. Okay. Yo, we're not back up. Oh, no, we was going to insurrection.
We're going to Second Ezra.
He's on insurrection. That's the word. I don't know why this doing that. Give me the other parts of the word.
Yeah, we're true men of the Lord. We don't. We are waiting on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We have no power in our own hands to do anything, and it'd be foolish to do something.
Now check it out. Now this is why read that again, bro. Baba Kusai.
This is the book of second
This
address.
was coming because when we come out here, now you gotta look at it like this. The Black Panthers, you know, all these different type of groups that all these different groups, man, that basically come out here and speak, right? They're trying to lump you up, but that's why the purpose of like when Yahweh shot what he do, he came out publicly and spoke. So you can't say it's nothing hidden, man. You got those different, they try to lump us into the culture and all that. We're not none of that.
Right.
Because like you got Dave Koresh and all that. What did he do? He actually, he made those people, but he ain't do it. But what they did was they followed after his doctor.
Y'all be good.
All right,
bro. Well, they drink that poison.
Family say too, brother.
They drink that poison, right?
Yeah, exactly. So they drink that poison. So now we're not feeding you none of that. You already drinking the poison spiritually of Esau.
Right.
You know? They actually physically drank real poison and fucking perished, right? You know? When people were put to death, they died. Following after a man that they thought that was, supposed to be somebody.
Hey, and what the scriptures say, if it be of men, it shall come to naught.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
This is not of us. That's why we don't use our own words.
That's right.
We speak through the scriptures.
And all this time, Christianity has been on the highways and hedges. Even going back into the 80s, I remember when I was a young boy, watching the young, he looked like an Edomite dude down in D.C. And back then I never knew that I would make it out there to be the apostles. So just witnessing, And I remember this dude, he was out, young dude. Edomite, he had his father, he had on a tie and Edomite shit, man. He down there with the Bible singing, yeah, you're going to hell. I'm cracking the fuck up. But back then I wasn't cracking the fuck up because I was like, damn. I kind of got scared. I'm like, he's a young dude on fire. That's how I thought that, like, back then. I was a child. I ain't know any better. And not even knowing that the Lord going to actually have you out here on the highways really talking his word, man.
Where that little Edomite at now?
I don't even know.
He's probably out in this world.
Yeah,
right, doing nothing.
But just the word Salakia. Insurrection. Because that's what they're going to charge us with.
Right.
These are things. All right. And that's why we're going into that.
Right.
All right. It says origin and history of insurrection. All right, which I have. Let's see that. Insurrection. All right, it says an uprising against civil authority. You had civil wars. What you thought that was about? Because them people felt they felt wrong, so to speak. So what they did, they went about it wrong. So you feel wrong, what do? That's the reason why we out here teaching. You feel wrong, who you turn back to? The one that put you in the situation that you're in because you turned from him. That's wisdom. Not using wisdom would be to run out here and try to fight against these people.
Right.
Physically. That's crazy as hell, man. But you got some people out here that's set up to do that. But it says, as uprising against civil authority, early 15th century insurrection, from Old English insurrection or directly from late Latin insurrectium, nominative insurrectio, a rising up now of action from past participial stems of insurgi to rise up. See, insurgent, right? You know? And that's why we say Kwame Yasharala, we rising up. But we're not rising up in the way that like these people would say.
Right, not in a carnal sense, in a spiritual sense. We're separating ourselves
That's right.
from this wicked ass kingdom.
That's
from
right.
there, we're not drunk off of the wine.
That's right.
Their philosophies.
That's right.
Right? We have the Lord through the spirit powered grace and mercy.
That's right.
Has given us the spiritual eyesight to understand what's going on.
That's right.
2/3 of you over here have no idea what's going on.
At all.
And that's the Lord making you dumb, deaf, and blind.
That's right. Yeah, that's right, brother. So that's what's coming, man. The ones that are insurrection, the ones, you know, that insurrection. They gonna rise up against us. And we could go if they rising up against us, who's rising up against them?
Right.
Bottom line.
But hey, that's why they say the devil going to come down because he having great wrath because he know he have but a short time.
And he's doing it now.
Hey.
Yo, they not going against these mega churches, man.
Right.
You gotta understand this how serious this thing is, man. Men on the corner. Yo, you got men
with
on the
nothing
corner up the block. They're selling drugs.
Right.
They're not worried about them because they're giving that to them.
Yeah.
Because they in pocket, they're in cahoots, so to speak, with Esau, man. You know? They're in cahoots with them. They signed up that how they say that record deal, so to speak.
And just know they're going to falsely claim.
That's coming. Done.
It's a false claim. It's a false accusation that the true men of the Lord are causing or inciting any type of violence.
That's right.
Right? We're just speaking a word.
That's right.
We're just speaking a word.
What violence have we caused people to do?
Right.
But you do have men, and that's why you say you got men set up to do that.
Right.
You know.
But you can't lump everybody in. You gotta try people by their own behavior. But Esau is so unjust. He's going to bring about it as if everybody's doing it. And he's a damn lie. And the father of lies. Right? So, as men of the Lord, as we go out week in and week out, right? And also through our videos, you know, on the World Wide Web, this is our job. We have been sent out to preach the gospel. And what's the gospel? That's the good news. The good news for who? The Israelites. Not for everybody, as these apostates is trying to say now, right? It's that is simply false. And it's that black and white. Salvation is for the Israelites. Judgment is for the heathens. Right? Now, again, according to the scriptures and the true doctrine, hey, Israelites can look like any nation because we are in every nation, spread out to the four corners of the earth. So at the end of the day, your spirit beareth witness, you know, that you are an Israelite. You know, so it's not about whether you look like your so-called white man, whether you look like you so-called Chinese. Israelites are going to come in every form, right? But at the end of the day, like I said, it's the spirit that lets you know who's an Israelite and who's not. All right? Come.
Second measurement. Because, yo, we got to set it up like this because this is the times that we're in.
Right? And it's the times that we are will be set up to be falsely accused.
That's right. Yeah.
The accusers of our brother. All right? It's the book of 2 Esdras, chapter 16, verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those.
It says in every place, man. Every city, every place. Where the men of the Lord set up. And I was watching videos earlier this today, man. And one of the brothers popped up was Holland. You even got men so deep in this, man. You got sign language, so nobody on this planet has no.
And that's the Deaf Brothers in Harlem, right?
Yeah. And I just started learning how to speak a little bit of sign language, man. learned it from somebody. That her mother was deaf, you know. And the first thing I asked her when she started doing, I'm cheap, so I be trying to be funny. So I was like, "How you say my nigga?" She showed me how to do that. But one thing I did, I said, "How you say God bless you?" And then that's all. Like that's a word which you just like boom, boom, boom. That's how you say God bless you. Solid. Boom, boom, bless you. You know. And I was like, damn, that's an easy language to learn. And learning sign language and things like that, you learn people's body. Right? So people that's deaf, their senses heightened up on another level. Because now they're keen to this one joint. You know? It's good to be around a person that's deaf because they can see, and our son, they can see and hear stuff rather than the person that actually can hear. You know? Because they're feeling it. You know? But
Yeah, like the brother, just to back up what the brother's saying, in terms of their senses, other senses are heightened.
Heightened, that's right.
Because they have to pay attention in different ways.
Yeah, yo, check this out. And since we on this, right? I looked this up. It says, what is the root word what is the root of the word insurrection? I looked at it. It says, what does the word insurrection mean in the Bible? It says in the Bible, insurrection means rebellion against established authority. And that's what they're going to look at, it says.
Right.
They are an established authority. How? Because the Lord set them up. How we know that? We could go into the book of Jeremiah when it says prophesy against what? Great kings, and all that. That's what we're doing. Why? Because we are a nation. See that week in and week out. Nothing ever changes. Check it out. It says rebellion against established authority, often God's appointed leaders of earthly government.
Hey, and what did the prophets of old do? They spoke of what? Against many great kingdoms.
That's what we got.
Right?
That was next. It says, or earthly government viewed as sin and challenging God's sovereignty. That's what we out here doing, man. You know? We're not lying to you, we're telling you the truth. Bring that from the top one more time.
Book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16, verse 70.
This is where it's going.
For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And that's them getting us off these street corners, getting us off the worldwide www.com, right? The net, getting us off of it, right? And labeling us as domestic teas, labeling us as insurrectionists, labeling us as anything they can.
Now, why would they do something like that?
Right.
When the Lord said, yo, every day, listen, those people, they speak in secrecy.
Right.
They got their little agendas and everything that they
got. Little meeting places.
Come out here in public.
Week in and week out.
In front of everybody, saying the same thing.
Right. No mask on.
Yep.
You can see our faces.
Yep.
We know you know who we are.
Like, yo, this guy, he didn't know.
Hey.
That's what, because our authority is way above your authority.
Right. And we don't fear you. Exactly. And that's what you can see. Because we don't hide. We ain't out behind a computer desk.
What they said in that John, that movie, the Notorious, when they was out in LA, the one scene, I think Big just got the 23rd songs on his arm. You know what I'm saying, tatted on him. And it was a scene where he's like, oh yeah, my mom would love this, and this, that. And they got that phone call. And he's like, yeah, motherfucker, fuck out of Cali, da 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 da. And then he's like, yo, man, we ain't hiding. You know, Lil C's. That's up. We're not hiding.
Right.
Esau, we're not hiding from him. Everything that we do is pure and righteous, and everybody can see it. So when you do frame us, because that's what you are going to do.
Right.
You're going to frame us. And that's no doubt about it.
Come.
You're going to frame us. All right? And you already got it in your plans anyway.
Come.
But that's in the Lord's plans. Why the show is written. You know, what we're reading about, man. When is it going to be delivered?
Come.
You know? Why? Because you're accusing. Matter of fact,
A false accuser.
That's right. That's
You know?
And all it's doing is showing you who is who.
Yeah, it's showing you who they are, right? They're speaking lies because they're the father of lies,
That's right. That's fact.
and they know they can't put fear in our hearts because we are out here week in and week out, and we know we got to count the costs, right? We're going to lose our so-called family. We're going to lose so-called jobs, you know.
Grab his feet and 6.
But that's the cost. That's the cost we gotta take.
But it's some more left on that.
Come.
Let's get a little bit more. Grab his Ephesians 6. Start at verse 5. Cause this is the point we're at, man. And yo, guess what? We almost in 2026.
Come.
Me and the brothers, we were talking about that last week before camp opened up. You know, times that we in. We don't even know if this is the year, but guess what? We do know. You know, the Lord is coming back.
Come.
We see that clock. That's the ultimate clock. That's ticking. You know, Yahweh Shah knew that. The ultimate. You know? You got it, brother.
It says, "For they shall waste and take away their goods."
See that everything that you have. So all that what you say? That stockpiling and all that, that's
Right.
just bullshit. Bro. You can do it if you want to. So by all means do it. If that's what your spirit is telling you to do, then do it. Because at the end of the day, this is all about the elect of Israel, of the nation of Israel to be delivered out of this place that we know as America, man. That's what's about to happen. That's what you witness. And some of them are going to be put to death. But guess what? The Lord told you what? Be faithful until death, and he will give you a crown of life. All right? And right now is the time brothers going back over the old stuff, the basics. You know? Because it's out here. 3 more.
There you go. It says,
See, he go. He deny access. You know? That's what the Lord's about to do to the rest of you niggas, man. You're going to be denied access until you get your money. Because your money is in there. The Lord has to, I'm not saying here, but the money is what we're out here speaking. This is money. This is our job.
it's the real wealth.
Exactly. We clocked into this, our shit.
Right.
You know? And this is all that matters. Throughout the 4 corners of the earth. And you see it, because listen, man, what happened in Australia? Was not they the first place to accept that MOT to the big? 99% of the people down there is already, you know, hit with it. The majority of the population. So what you think is coming here to Babylon, man?
Right.
The same thing. You know?
They got places where they just run tests.
That's
Right? They got little countries where they run tests.
That's right, yep.
See how everything gonna go.
That's a planning station.
Yeah, that's what world powers do.
That's right. You said it right. World powers.
Right.
And that's cool. We gotta hit it with that, brother. Because that's heavy on my spirit. Let's keep going with that.
Huh.
Hop into the other joint, brother.
Huh. It says, "For they shall waste and take away their goods
That's right.
and cast them out of their houses."
That's right. Yo, damn. See that? Cast you out of your houses. Them shits don't belong to you anyway, man.
Huh.
That doesn't belong to you.
But that casting out your house is them saying, you know what? You're fired.
Yeah.
Right? Let's get them out a living hell.
Yup.
And then we assassinate his character so he can't get another job. Hey,
Yeah, well, man.
yeah. But that's why we put shot. You know? That's why we put our trust. Because you can't do nothing unless the Lord sanction it.
That's
You
right.
think you got some power over us, and you don't.
God.
That's why we can stand here bold.
That's right.
That's why we can say, hey, all right, you fired? I'm fired, I'm fired. I'm not going to fear you. I'm not going to come get down on my knees and beg you. You know, because our fear is in Yahweh Bashemel Shai. You're talking about fleshly things. You're talking about carnal things. Hey, it's woe to him that understand who can kill the body and soul. You know, it says
What verse was that, brother?
72.
So you cut that.
It says, then shall be known who are my chosen,
See that? Then
and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
That's the point. That's the point. You have to be tried, man. All right? You have to be tried. And listen, you got men being tried now. All right? And even furthermore, when you step into this word, don't think that it's sweet.
Right.
It's bittersweet. Don't get it twisted. All right? Because you're going to get the sweet part first and foremost. And almost that bitter kicker. Now it's like, yo, you really about this? Are you really a leader of your nation? You know? That's what this is about. Separating the boys from the men.
Yeah. And you got to expect to lose everything. That's the type of mentality you got to have. Because if you're a man of the Lord and you in this truth and you ain't going through nothing, I don't know. You a little suspect. Because you got to understand that you can't build on this foundation with sticks, right? You got to build on a solid rock, you know, because them sticks gonna get blown away. So expect to lose everything, not some things, everything.
That's right.
The children, the so-called rib, so-called family, you know, jobs. Yeah, be prepared. You got to mentally be prepared for those things. Because true men of the Lord, that's what's going to happen to them. Because the Lord is trying you to see where your faith is. You know? That's why the scriptures, that parable was that rich man, right? He said, hey, come with me and leave everything behind. I said, whoa, hey, listen, I got too much money here, right? And that's what some men do. You know, they don't leave their so-called woman. The woman so-called takes hold of them, and they fall out this truth, or they don't even come into it because they're going to lose their woman, right? Or their job, right? So you're going to get tested if you're in this thing. If you're really in this thing and you want to be a man of the Lord, you're going to get tested.
Yo, go back to go back to 2 Ezra 16, 72.
John.
What about this side?
It's the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16, verse 72. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
Right. See, cast them out of their houses. It's 1672, right?
Yep.
The city shall not hunger. So, the city shall not hunger. 2 Ezra 16. 72.
Not 1672. It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Yeah, 1672.
So what?
70. Book of Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold and the fire. Hear, O ye, my beloved, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand.
Damn. There we go.
But I will deliver you from the same.
See that? It says the days of trouble are at hand. And what trouble is that talking about, bro? You got that in Jeremiah. If you can, brother. Jeremiah, Jacob's trouble. You know? Because that's what you're seeing. Why you think you're seeing all this ice and everything running down on the northern kingdom? Why you think that's going on? That's not by no coincidence. But yet the people are still running around asking why, making jokes about it. That's not no coincidence. They even going as far as I read an article of, you have the ICE agents going and trying to erase so-called Ephraimites their last name from their slave masters. If you got an Espinosa name or any type of name that enters something like that, they're erasing your citizenship, man. To the point where wherever in history have you known for a so-called American citizen to have to walk around with a goddamn wrist thing? You need your card, bro. Bro, you need your card to do it. Got it, bro. Take your time. Do it
now
again.
open.
Do it again. Do it again. The farthest door. Now go. Pull it. Take your time, bro. When you turn green, do it. Go. There you go. No, you got you. That's a better record. Yeah. Y'all, that's crazy because eventually we ain't going to be able to gain access to some of the and I ain't going to be able to help. It's like you ain't going to be able to gain access on them chariots. You know, but you got to prove.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7.
Coming into that trouble, and that's going to be a troubling time. Just like that man, the Lord always shows you an example. The man, obviously, you got to get money because you're going in there. Then you can't even get it. That's a troubling time. You can't even be able to go there to get money to pay your bills or to go eat or anything like that. That's the time that we're coming into. So you're going to have to pay homage and bow down to somebody, which we already bowed down to who? And that's crazy because I was watching the apostles earlier in that word, like blessed, barak. Right? In the Hebrew, barak, blessed means to bow down. Just like you got kings now. Don't no king bow down to none of you peasants. You bow down to the king. You know, because why? He's blessed. All right, for you to have to bow down to him, he doesn't have to bow down to you. Just like the angels from heaven, when they come down here, what's the first instinct you're gonna do? Boom! When they show that power, you got the angel Gabriel, you know, Michael, you know, all the angels, Raphael, all these angels, man, that came when they came and they showed their presence. You had nothing to do but bow down because of that power, that spirit that was inside of them. You got it, brother. That spirit that's inside of them was so strong, you had no choice but to bow down to it, man. You know, just like when your house shot. Why you think he has all that power? Every knee shall bow. You see that? Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess, man. We ain't out here talking that Christian bullshit, but anyway, you got it, bro. So I don't want to ramble. We're going to get right to the point with
It's
this.
the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7.
God,
At last, for that day is great,
that's right.
so that none is like
It
it.
said at last, man. At last, because that's what we waiting for. God damn, like we what's the hold up? Esau, of course, you want to drag your feet because you know what's coming, but you can't. Just like a man that gotta go to work, just like us in this world. You gotta go to work every day. It's getting closer and closer to that time. You like,
Right,
damn, I gotta go in here and pick this cotton.
right.
That's bullshit to you, man.
Especially if you're a man of the Lord, you know in your spirit that you're a king.
Exactly. But you know what you did. So you still got to do it. It's just like, God. But yo, you know what? And that's also the humbling experience as well.
That's the
You know
bitter,
who you
that's
are.
the sweet and bitter
There you
too.
go. There you go. Not, I'm a king. I'm supposed to have it. You know you're supposed to have it, but
Yeah.
what are you going to do in your captivity? You know? You try to take over things, no, you can't do that, man. You know? But they say, take it easy. You know, like that song back then, God, take it easy. And what you do, you turn to the Lord. The prophet Baruch said that, man. Baruch 4:28. Bend over, turn to him. You know, seeking
Do 10 times more.
You know, that's what we're supposed to be doing right now, man. You know, because I'm telling you, this time, you seeing all these prophecies rolling out, and it's not slowing down for nothing.
Hey,
man.
yeah, and what they say, hey, then shall you know that a prophet has been among you.
Come on,
And you're going to be looking for the prophets. They're going to be coming down here. Where those guys go?
That's right.
Where those 3 men go?
Right, yeah.
And you're not going to find us.
That's right. You already see me down one.
Right.
And that's spiritual because the brother had to got work or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, this is a spiritual thing, man. The Lord is shutting down this his word because it's been spoken for so long. And it's a timeline on everything. It's an expiration date on everything. Like I was talking to the brother McGon the other day. I was like, I want to do a video because I took a picture of it was like the snuff. It was all these footsteps, and I was looking at that shit like, God damn. I said, all those footsteps, and I was like, how many footsteps in there was righteous people that walked? I was thinking like that. I said, how many of those footsteps that they probably checked out right after they passed through there? That was the last time they walked through there. You know? And thinking like that keeps you more humble because you're like, damn, look at all these people that walk. Just how many footsteps walk past here every day. And we don't even know when they leave, they might check out when they get to their house. But the next day, we don't know. That's the more humbleness in his word, man. You got to listen to it. And if you don't, you heard it.
John.
You can't say you haven't heard it.
We just spoke the brother up. John. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
That's right.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
And y'all see it says that so that no day is like it, meaning the Lord, it's never been a time in history the way the Lord is about to take this place down with all the power and authority that he has. It's never going to be a time like that again. And the reason why, because when he takes it down, ain't nobody on this planet going to want no smoke with him. No other nation. Because they're going to be like, damn, 2,000 years ago, over 2,000 years ago, thought that you put your outside of death? No, he told you that no man takes his life. He lays it down. So now you're going to see, like, when he comes back with that Terminator movie, you know, I'll be back. Yeah, he's coming back. That's what he said. I'll be back. Just like, yo, and I just started watching it again, and it's crazy because with the Terminator movie, you know, that's like when you look at the dates and everything that's going to right now, man. And yo, it's crazy because when I was watching that, Spirit just hit me one morning. I said, let me just, like he said, Judgment Day, the second Terminator, and there was a woman that wrote all them series. You got the woman, she wrote the Terminator, all the Terminators, the Matrix, and there was another one. They all tied in together. You know, all three of those is tied in together is one story, and it goes into different. And then they give you the Back to the Future and things of that nature. All these things is tied up in the scriptures. You know, and they've been putting out there, but now once we decode it, because Esau has to do that. So now once the men of the Lord get it, and they're able to decode it through what we learned and what we've been taught, now they like, oh shit, we gotta kill these niggas. Because they got the message. We was trying to give it to our people. You know? But you got it, brother.
Yeah.
This thing, man, this thing is serious, man. Serious.
It says at last,
I'm in trouble.
for that day is great,
That's
so
right.
that none is like it.
That's right.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Yep, that's right. It's, yo, they didn't show you who was saved out of it in that movie. And them Terminators, and it told you. It told you to the T how they're going to be destroyed. And that one scene where you had Sarah Connor on the gate, that's the video that the brother played. I was like, oh shit. You know, all things are spiritual, man. You know, this ain't no joke. This is these are your last final warnings. Just like this year is closing out.
Right.
This is it. You know, this is the final countdown. This is the final of the final countdowns. This is the final message of the messages you're going to get because you've been getting it for a long time. And you, while you were at liberty, you chose to take it for granted. You chose to think that we were lied to. So guess what? When your children die in front of your face, guess what? You were warned that we're not going to have no remorse for you.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you just weren't chosen.
That's right.
You were set up to be a stumbling block.
That's right.
You were set up to be a sign for the true men of the Lord to be faith boosters. Because, hey, we was all in this world. And we see the wickedness and madness. Who wants to be a dog and turn back to his vomit?
That's right, bro.
Like you people, just standing there. That's why we know this is the perfect gift. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is the perfect gift from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Hey, nobody going back to that vomit, to that Christianity, to that Islam, or whatever madness we were in.
Whatever the Lord brought you out of that, so it would be crazy to return to that.
Right. And hey, we men that were on fire actually returned to it.
Right, yeah.
That's why we fear and tremble.
Now, and yo, what's Zabak? You guys Zabak doing that? Yo, Nate. And all those dudes are showing you, been saying this for years. All they're showing you is they are in the same spirit that they was in back then.
Right.
At that time, man. Can't neglect it. Everybody wants to be him. Well, the Lord set up certain hymns. How about that? You got it, bro.
It says, "For it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh of armies, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him."
That's right. So ain't nobody else gonna be able to take us into slavery anymore. Ain't nobody else gonna be able to change our minds about it, or corrupt our minds, man.
Right.
You know why? Because they're going to be like the Lord is going to put that spirit back on us. You know, and look, the young boy, he listened again, once again.
Right.
So the Lord, he could be the Lord is dealing with the little ones, man. You know, he won't even dig what he's doing right now. I'm just watching. He's telling them to cool out. You know, the older ones, I chill. He's talking. You know, and the Lord can have mercy on him just for that.
and it's going to be Yahweh, our power.
Look,
That's
he's
going to
still
save
righteous.
us,
Look, he's still righteous.
right? Con,
That's the
Con.
spirit, bro.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying. That's the spirit. You know, because he knows. Because deep down inside, Jake knows something wrong. I'm talking about the younger ones too.
right.
They looking at the people growing up in the household. They know something ain't right. But it ain't up to us. It's something else. But that little Jesse did, and people ain't see it, but he saw that.
Con,
You know, why they want to stop right there at all places, but it was ordained for that day.
right.
You know, good, brother. One more time.
Con,
Because yo, that's the time that's coming where it ain't going to be no more explanations. All the explanations are happening right now.
con.
All the explanations, and even going back into ancient times. That's the purpose of knowing your history, man. And look at what's going on now. You got Zabak, you got Nate, you got all these. Yo, you had even other gorilla. What happened to him?
Right.
You see that? So stop playing with the Lord, man. All you different camps and you groups are you want to be that guy. You're not built like that, man. The Lord, he didn't set you up for that purpose. The purpose that he set you up for is this purpose that you're showing.
Con.
You know? It ain't no change, no righteous man. Going into Revelation, what our Lord said, Revelation 3rd chapter. I've set up, open the door that no man can shut. And if he close it, no man can open it. So what part of that don't these niggas understand? You know? They want to be, I'm the guy, I'm the greatest, I'm the best teacher. The Lord already got somebody set up for that. And he's teaching. He sits in Moses' seat. The same doctrine, never changed. Now you niggas is changing? At the end? Why are you changing? Because you never believed from the beginning. And it was always set in your spirit to do it the whole doing. Niggas is crazy.
Hey,
You fucking cuckoo.
it's that precept that says the ones that want to sit on high, the Lord will bring them to the other seat, to the lotus seat.
The way. The bid into the match. When you come into a wedding, you don't sit in the highest. Somebody could come by, oh, brother, listen. It's like going to a football game. Somebody paid for that seat. And they might not be there that day. But if they come and you sit in their seat, they can tell you, yo, brother, yo,
Yeah,
Let me see your ticket.
Now you're embarrassed. Yeah, now
Yeah.
you're embarrassed.
Yeah, let me see your
Same
ticket.
thing with the Lord. You can try to high and mighty. That's what them niggas do. I got this seat. Ain't no goddamn well the Lord ain't give them that, man. Through the spirit, man. You want to sit in that seat, then it gets taken away from you. Like, oh man, like yo, what they call that? The walk of shame. That's what you gotta take, the walk of shame, man. That's what a lot of you niggas about to take, the walk of shame. Why? Because you went against the Lord. And no, Jacob's trouble coming. You gotta explain that because Nate said something about that. It wasn't going to happen. You're doing that Christian church doctrine bullshit. Be that again, brother. Baba Kushan.
Hey, and to back the brother up, what they gonna come to the Lord saying? Lord, didn't I cast out
Yup.
demons in your
And
name?
your Nate, yup.
And what are you gonna
We
say?
did great things.
Yeah.
Lord, you saw everything.
All right, you say I never knew you.
Exactly. Perfect.
Right.
That's going to be a hurt piece.
Yeah.
For the what, man? I don't
Right.
want to hear those words. I'm a little guy, man. Shit. I'm a little guy.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble,
That's right.
but he shall be saved out of it.
So that ain't on the Lord too. You shall be saved out of it. That's what we coming to, man. If you don't believe it, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
You've been out here telling you this for years. Even though the people ain't believe. Everybody walk past it. And it's been multiple accounts of miracles.
4 times a year. You
It
understand?
came
It
out.
don't cost nothing.
Multiple accounts.
Yeah. And if you don't see it, you wasn't meant to see it.
Exactly.
You know, you just an example of a retrobate. You know, it says, "For it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck,
Come on now.
and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him."
That's right. Yo, man. This is going great. Matter of fact, you could go to
It says, "But they shall serve Yahweh, their power, and David, their king, whom I will raise up unto them."
hold on. What that say again? Who gonna do that?
But they shall serve Yahweh, their power, and David, their king, whom I will raise up unto them.
Yo, not none of these damn other nations, not Nero, none of that. The Lord is telling you who he chose out of his nation because he created him. You're going to serve. You're a king. You're a king. Who's your king? Malak Dawad, man. King David.
It
He didn't
says,
say who Esau raised up. He didn't say who the public raised up. And the prophet Samuel, what he do? He was the one to go pick out King David, man. So that lets you know right there that the prophet Samuel was under the authority of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He was in that spirit, man. And that came from what? Jesse's household. It wasn't King David's bigger brother. It was him. The one with the most faith, man. All right? And that's what the Lord's about to bring out. These niggas you got men that be like, oh, it's strength in numbers. That's bullshit. Because you can have 100 bitch ass niggas and a couple righteous men to whoop their ass.
right.
Real right.
Well, God.
Yeah, and that's what we gonna be saying when the Lord comes back.
Right.
Whoop that ass.
It says, "Therefore, fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith Yahweh. Neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar."
See that, yo? See that? Don't be dismayed at all the things that's happening, and trust me
Right.
and believe what I'm telling you. You're going to see some shit
Right.
that's going to test your faith to the core. But listen to these words and don't never forget them, because they're righteous and they're true. While the rest of you see how this man's bugging out, look, the Lord just brought him,
Right.
and he's bitching about something small, about some traffic.
Right.
So just imagine when the things that happen that you can't control, and you going out your mind, but the Lord already ordained it, but you just got the insight to keep your patience. Because shit about to get wicked.
Right.
Real quick.
And what the scripture say to the men of the Lord? Fear thou not. It says, "Therefore, fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith Yahweh. Neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity." So who's he going to save? He said Jacob, the Israelites. He didn't say everybody from every nation can be saved, as you bug outs are saying right now. He said Jacob, a specific people, a possession, his possession. We're his woman, right? It says, "For lo, I will save thee." That's possessive. "From the land of their captivity." Who's in captivity until this day? The Israelites. Not everybody's in captivity. We got people in captivity and people in power. We don't sit in the seat of power. That's quite evident across the world. We're not in our land. We don't have our own government. We don't have our own army. Right? We don't have our own nation. We're not together as a nation of people. That should tell you something right there. This is not rocket science. This is very easy to determine who the scripture is talking about in this time right now. It says, "And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest." What people needs to return and be in rest? What people have been taken out of their land? What people have been stripped of their language? What people have been stripped of their of all their culture. What people have been stripped of not having their own army.
Yo, cut.
The
How
Israelites.
about that?
There's no other people
But
that you can pinpoint.
Right, you know what? You say that too, brother. They ain't well. Right. Going into what's that? The song said, "Let us cut them off from being a nation."
Right.
They did that.
Yeah.
You know, it took us from right there. You know, but in all actuality, we're still here. When it goes into let's say well, you know, you got you see the lost sheep. But when you say lost sheep, that means you lost your way. Not meaning that you lost for real. Physically, mentally, spiritually, you're lost. You know?
And
Look around you. This
and
is
we
lost
need a
sheep.
savior.
That's right.
And
right.
he's our savior.
That's right. That's right.
That's why it says, I will save thee from afar,
That's right.
and thy seed from the land of their captivity.
See that, yo, and the seed from the land of their captivity, and save you from afar. Where is he coming from? The heavens, man.
And he's talking about one specific people. He's not talking about
All you other nations.
every other nation.
That's right, brother.
Now, we're going to look like every other nation,
That's right.
but this is a lineage, this is a line, this is a heritage.
Why you think the women over there? What's that, brother? And what? It was like Moab region. But they was paying. They want to pay Jake to come.
Yeah.
Because they want that seed. They know.
A righteous seed.
How big is the niggas know? They want that seed. They want our seed, man. You know? Because we don't need them. Look what Eve did from the beginning, man. All right? Now you want some type of passion and everything. No, yo, it's our turn. The Lord is going to give it to his men. I'm speaking about the men of the Lord, man. Not you bitch ass niggas that's running around and pussy begging and all that shit. There comes a time you got man to fuck
Man,
up.
simp
Man.
ass niggas.
Cut. I seen the joint on my Facebook that just said no simp joint.
Right. Some baby. Oh, baby. Shut your dumb ass up.
Man. A lot of these women now, like the younger ones, you know, I kind of feel a little bad, not super bad, but it's what they was taught, what they learned, man.
They're from their wicked mothers and grandmothers.
Exactly. So they're more held accountable, but hey, guess what? The daughters, you listen, because you're going to find righteous ones. Because the Lord got to have it like that. For what? For you to reproduce. You know? And you're going to have a woman in any nation to reproduce your nation.
Ah,
And it shows the power of a man what happened in first death with Noah, man. Look at him. Through Noah. His son, he repopulated the whole earth, man. That shows the power of a man, which you women don't say you don't need.
right.
Fuck out of here.
And what woman is saying that? It's only Jake woman, right? Hey,
The
It's
so-called
only them.
black woman,
right.
crusty ass.
And just stupid. You're just stupid. You gonna go through this world without your protector.
That's a man.
Oh yeah,
But
come.
we get
Come. It says, and Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him
See
afraid.
that nuts. So right now, yo, the main thing Jake is scared of is the so-called white man.
Right,
Even at your job. Oh, so about to come through. I might.
right. And
miss
he
that.
be about this big,
Exactly.
nerdy as hell. Right?
Poindexter. What do you
Yeah.
say? Poindexter. With the fucking, what they call it, the pocket protectors on the
Yeah.
goddamn bench.
Hey man, but look, check this out. Back in the day, you know, hey, them little dudes, no, them little boys. What you say? And chasing after big old Jake. Jake be 300 pounds,
That's right, yeah.
and this little boy
Yeah.
chasing after.
That's a fact.
White woman, so-called white woman, what they say anything out their mouth, right?
Yeah.
And we go,
Yeah.
we wouldn't even look at it.
And yo, that's right. Damn, that's crazy. Because I was, because they told you better not, what they call that eyeball.
Hey,
The apostle was
hey.
watching the video, the apostle was going into that. And yo, that shows the authority of who's in our power.
Hey, 250 rock solid.
So who the fuck you think? Yo, Edomite and our kingdom's not even gonna be able to look at one of our babies in the face. Because what did the Edomite women do? Oh,
He looked at me.
Yo,
Yeah,
what
he
did
looked
they
at
do to
me.
Joseph? What did that woman do to that Egyptian woman? What did she do to Joseph because he was being righteous?
Right.
He ran away from her because she wanted. She lied on him.
Right.
Got him thrown in the dungeon, and he was cool with her husband. Let you know who was in authority. But the Lord raised Joseph up to the point where he was the second in command of all Egypt. Why? Because it was prophesied. All right? Just like right now, what we out here doing, this is prophecy in your face. How about that?
Right. But hey, they used to kill Jake for looking at a so-called white woman, right? The other one. Other door. You
Yo,
know?
Bank of America.
There you go.
There you go, player. See?
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You got it, bro.
Hey, it says, "For I am with thee, saith Yahweh, to save thee.
Yeah.
Though I make a full end of all nations whither I have scattered thee,
Damn, see
yet
that?
will I make a full end of thee."
Damn, see that? That's heavy. He said, I'll make a full end of all nations while I scattered them.
Right.
And that's the Lord is telling you, yo, wherever I put you at, I put you there for a reason. For me to show my power. You know? I made a full end. And he said he's going to make a full end of you. The land you will put to shame, man. He's going to give you
It's your
shame.
fame.
You know? Now what's happening now? I was watching it, man, listen. Even when people coming up to this and I'll just say the righteousness, man, the word. The word is what draws people. It'll draw them or to reject them. It's a two-edged sword and it's fire. You're going to come up here and listen, and you're going to be mad, and you're going to want to fight.
Huh.
There's no in-betweens. Bottom line. And we ain't out here for your fucking feelings. We out here for your healing, if the Lord permits it. We're out here for our healing. First and foremost, that's the reason why we came out. That's the reason why we compelled, because we heard the words of Yahweh Shah. Man. Going back to all of our forefathers. Our forefathers, not the forefathers here. You know, because you do have forefathers of Esau. And you're living in their kingdom. And this is the birth of it, right here in Philadelphia. Which is what? The fucking, it's starting to fall apart from the seams, man. This is a piece of shit.
Hey, if I may, you know how Esau acting right now, these elites? Just like Esau when he sorted with tears. trying to hold, you know what I mean? Trying to hold their kingdom together.
Right.
Knowing it's collapsed. That's
Right.
it. You had your little run.
Hey, I put out a video this morning to my Babylon is falling, can't get up. Like that old lady. I'm falling and I can't get up. That's America. That's you. That's so-called Babylon the Great. That's you. That's you. And you're not going to get back up. Talking about some make America great again. Hey, it's never been great.
That's right.
And it ain't
Not
going
for
to
us,
be.
not for
You,
us.
Babylon is falling.
It is a great kingdom, but not for us.
Yeah.
It's like
Great in
Rome.
wickedness.
It's like Rome. No, Rome was a great kingdom. You know?
Full
What
of
happened with
wickedness
that?
and debauchery.
Yeah, exactly. What happened?
Hey,
That shit fell. But our kingdom is the greatest kingdom of all great kingdoms.
right.
And that's Yahweh Shah's kingdom. Yahweh Shah, that's his kingdom.
Because you prop up evil and wickedness. What they get? The Romans got from the Greeks. All types of debauchery, right?
Sweet one if you're still.
Come. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Guys, real quick, it's the book of St. Luke, chapter 21, verse 22.
Jeremiah 30:7.
It says, St. Luke chapter 21, verse 22. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
That again.
God, St. Luke
That's
chapter
where we at
21,
right now.
verse 22. It says, for these be the days of vengeance.
And now, what you starting to see? The roars and uproars of the people. We are, hey, when you think about it, I was meditating on the other day. And I was like, yo, when you know, go to certain places, you sit back and reminisce, like you've been there. You know, and I'm like, damn, I was thinking about when I first started teaching alone and everything to certain spots. I'm like, damn, just going past the places and seeing everything that changed. And I'm like, oh shit, that was the Lord. Because just imagine if you didn't go out there and do it. Just like with Jonah, you know, been in that book. I've been lately just going through all the books of the prophets, all right, and what they did. And I like Jonah got angry because Nineveh had repented, man. He was like, man, you sent me here and this, he had to go through the fish and all that, you know. But just imagine if he didn't go through that, because he wouldn't have had that experience. You know, the man was like, yo, I prophesied against this place. And look, and he prophesied righteously, not for filthy lucas. That's the difference. When you prophesy righteously, you see something happen, you're like, oh shit, the Lord is really dealing, man. You know? The Lord is really dealing. And see something like that, then how you look at yourself. Why do you think you look at yourself like that? Why do you think other people look at you and they look down on you? Because they ain't get that power, that knowledge, that wisdom. The Lord ain't dealing with them, man. So of course people gonna be jealous of you. But it's supposed to happen. You know, it's a start to something and it's a finish to it. The beginning and the end. Now comes to the time of completion of this peace. Alright? You got it there, brother.
St. Luke chapter 21, verse 22 says, these be the days of vengeance.
That's right. This the days that you're seeing.
Yeah.
Because you go back in time, you go back to the 80s, you know, the 70s, 60s, when it was against the world. Of course, you had World War II and all that back and going further back, you know. But after that, everybody, what was that? The hippies, the peace. And everybody walking around talking about peace. Peace and that. And you could get a misconstrued back then. But people, all they was telling peace and safety back then, you know. But no, there wasn't the MOT to the B back then.
Right.
You know, it wasn't like all the prophecies wasn't being fulfilled. The Lord had to turn back us to them. You know, Abba Bivens, he had to come on the scene because that's John the Baptist, what we know him as. He ain't come on the scene to start preaching. The apostles ain't come on the scene to start preaching. So everything is prophecy that has to go in a certain way, man, before the end comes. So if you're trying to jump the gun, you're not a man of the Lord, man. You don't understand prophecy and you fucking lost patience, man. All these men taking the bag, but all those men are set up. That's why you gotta have. That's why you have shots. Who has eyes to see? Let them see. Who that has ears? Let them hear what the Spirit is saying. You gotta have that, man. If you don't got it, you have nothing. You got it, brothers. And you're gonna fall off. That's why all the other niggas fell out, man. That's why they fell out. Because they didn't believe from the beginning.
Right.
That's why I talk about believers. Believers of the word, believers of the gospel. To believe something, if you really believe something, you're gonna come out here on your own. If you believe it. If you was a faking ass nigga, you want to wait for everybody else to come out there. Let me wait for him because I know he got my back in this. Well, how about the Lord got your back? How about that? And talking 2 or 3 is better than one, you know. But you have to put that foot, that first foot forward, right? You know.
Sure. It says that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
Man, all things which are written may be fulfilled. So everything that was written in that book, which you think is a false lie, Well, guess what? One of the major things that's coming is the MOT to the B, the mark of the beast. All things must be fulfilled before the end comes, man. That's why everything's happening to this kingdom the way it's happening, because it's over, man.
That shows we're not saved yet.
Come on now.
That shows we're not in the New Testament.
Huh.
New covenant, rather.
Hey, and it's for the controversy of Zion, which you put the men of the Lord through, right?
That's right.
Hey, he gonna get his get back.
That's right.
And you know, this dude, Captain Cesariak from the ISUPK, is talking about how we all got the mark already.
That's a clown, man. That's a clown. You might listen to that
Them
dude.
dudes saying that stuff. Guess what, man? They never believed from the beginning. And even though some men might think that they've been in the Lord, it's a possibility. But at this point, and where we at, nah, I can't see that.
Hey, and you done seen what happened to men that come against the apostles.
Yeah. Now everybody's saying everybody got the mark. So when come on, man. Yo, you can't see that these men are set up, man.
Right.
You don't see that?
They told them people to take the jab.
Exactly. And that was IUIC.
Yeah. And ISUPK too. He said, go ahead and take it. He said he took it. Yeah, rewind them tapes. That
Yo,
guy, Kazar, said he took
He
it.
not like was that the brother Alazar? In the Maccabees that they wanted to take it.
Oh, Eleazar. Yeah,
Eleazar,
yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I can't forget my man's name. Eleazar.
Eleazar, yeah. Yeah.
You know, he's a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
You know, stand-up guy. He ain't take that shit.
Yeah, go back and review it. He said he took it. He said, go ahead and take it.
You know what? They are marked. They
So
do got the mark.
they're not marked with that noir. You know, which
Because
is
at
what?
first he
Simple
said
judgment.
he wasn't going to take it because he said, I'm not sick. You remember? He said, yeah, I'm not sick. I'm not going to take that. Next thing you know, he told me something, go ahead and take it.
Wow.
Hey, remember the head? What's the head guy's name at ICBK?
Oh,
He said he
God,
took it.
Jacob.
No, he said, he said, go ahead and take it. Remember?
Black dude, yeah.
Got that Jeremiah 32.
Yeah, we was in there. You know, that's what I read.
Oh, all right.
3 times.
All right. That's the spirit. He said 3 times.
Nice.
Yeah, hey, that's the spirit.
But let me finish up in 11. It says, for I am with thee, saith Yahweh, to save thee, though I make a full end of all the nations whither I have scattered thee. Yet will I not make a full end of thee,
That's right.
but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished.
Yo, you know what's crazy about that, bro? And we can keep reading too, but it said, and that lets you know right there, the Israelites have never all together been done away with, man.
Huh.
With vocab Malone, oh, we chose another nation. That scripture right there, Jeremiah 30 and 11, proves
Huh.
that the Lord never done away with all of Israel, man. Why the hell you think we still out here preaching
Right.
and talking about our nation? But oh, yo, can the Israelite be a Edomite get into their nation?
Right.
Just look at it. Ask yourself. Look around. Have they let us in at the round table with them
Right.
with all their plans, bloodline wise? You can't do it.
They haven't even shared anything.
Exactly. What they did do was make you a goddamn clown, a performer. We'll say is Israel a homeborn
Slave? Yeah, like shucking and jiving shit.
Exactly. That's what you niggas do. Your Jay-Z's who you look up to
Yeah.
and all these guys.
Because they give you the crumbs off their plate.
Exactly. That's not righteous, man.
Yeah.
You know? So the Lord has it already in effect.
Yeah.
What's that scripture? Got that scripture? See, I told you my key number? No. Out of all the nations.
Well, yeah, let me bring it back to 10 too.
Yeah.
It says, therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith Yahweh, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity.
See that in the NIC. All right? Going to your loins, man. Yo, and I just was looking at the loins and penis. It's the same word. I think it's called so what? So I don't want to push it. So I ain't gonna say it. But I was like I said, I've been on my Hebrew league, and I'm trying to brush up on words and all that. So every day I pick a certain I guess you say letter, basically write down all the words. You know, I'm starting to send them out to brothers too. But there's a particular brother I send them out to. I know you're a good brother. Just y'all know, because I know brother going through a lot. We all go through a lot. That's like a little sheep, so to speak. You always got to treat the sheep right. You don't abuse them. Like, like, so you try to brush up. But now we gotta get up the loins, man. The loins are pierced, and that's like, the seeds. That's where your seeds come from. The Lord says He's going. That also again proves that the Lord is not going to altogether do away with the nation. Israel, man. Matter of fact, Amos 3:2,
Right, when it says Israel, all Israel is going to be saved.
That's right.
That's us. That's us having our ownership in the kingdom.
That's right.
But because eventually Israel, their spirit is going to come back to the kingdom.
The spirit doesn't die. It's just carnal body. All right. Spirit lives on.
Our spirit never dies.
All right.
Excuse me. That's wicked. I'm gonna hear these dumbass ass. Oh yeah, I think but it's a flower.
It's like 3 and 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the spirit, because I was thinking. It's the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
That the Lord spoke against us, right?
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
So the Lord is saying that He spoke His words against us. And He also spoke that He's going to save us. So if He speaks something against us, who can save us out of it?
God.
Besides Him Himself, the one that spoke. Just like when you go into courts nowadays, you get a sentence from your judge. I'm giving you 11 and a half to 23 months in jail. You ain't getting up out of it unless you sign off on your minimum or your maximum. Either you're going to do the maximum time or you're going to do the minimum. It's up to your judge to sign off on it. Why? And he's going to look at you as just good behavior and this. The Lord ain't thinking about no good behavior here, man. Basically, like, you better do what He told you to do, and your sentence is already set. Ain't no early releases. It ain't none of that. When the Lord spoke something, you're going to do every bit of time that He told you you're going to do until it's over. Ain't no signing off on nothing early. Because He's going to punish you. All right? Esau do that double-minded shit. When you sentence in His word, you're sentenced to whatever sentence that you got. That's why we got laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You know? And we're sentenced to right here, this, and to our release date, whether it be death or the Lord come back and deliver us. That's what we in here for. The law. All right? You got it, bro.
Says, verse 2 says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
All the families of the earth. All of them. Which is speaks about in that book, right?
Yeah.
It gives you the lineage, the bloodlines of them. Edom, Ammon, Ishmael, the princes and all that, man. And there's records on us as well. It's all records across the whole earth, man. All right? Got it, brother.
God, and records of the ones that got the blessing.
Ah.
Ishmael didn't get the blessing from Abraham. Isaac did.
He
He got a blessing.
He got 8 blessings,
Yeah.
not the covenant.
Yeah.
That's why, hey,
He didn't get the
You got
promise.
the 12,
We got the
salvation.
blessing. We
and
got
then
the
how you
promise.
said, there you go, brother. I'm
Yeah.
glad you said that because promises.
Right.
Oh Lord, you promised. No, I ain't promised you shit.
Right.
I gave you a
A
blessing.
blessing. Esau got the blessing
Esau.
of the sword.
There you go. That's your blessing,
Right.
and you're promised to use that for combat and everything that you want to do on this fucking planet until it's taken away from you. The
Right.
Lord is not going to take away His promise from His people.
Right.
That's why He gave you a matter of fact. Let's get that word real fast.
Yeah.
Just to make the distinction of that.
And covenant too, right?
Yeah, covenant. That's a heavy word.
Hey,
Covenant. You know, every nation wasn't given a covenant.
right. That's why it says, "You only have I known." It didn't say I knew you, and
Right,
you.
yeah,
It
that's
says,
right.
"You only have I known."
And that's just
of
like,
all
yo,
the nations of the earth.
That's right. It's like a woman sleeping with a multiple men. She can't say, I only knew you. No, she knew him, and him.
Yeah.
You know? Why? Because she laid down with him. Right? The Lord says, you only have I known. You're the only one. You're the virgin that I'm giving
Right.
this word. The word is that rod, that correction for all the other nations. Man. That's the rod that He gives to His nation.
Yeah. That's how I'm making her.
Yo, cut. Exactly. That's right. No, that's right. And let's go into oath, man. Hold on. Hold up. Let's go. But damn. And yo, that's crazy. That's the spirit. I'll be in this word because I was thinking about just like flip camp, a couple days of flip camp. How you know, I said, how can a man commit adultery to the Lord? I said, pledge like when they send to school as a child, they make you pledge allegiance to their flag.
Yeah.
Put your hand out, pledge allegiance.
Right.
That means you're pledging to their bullshit.
Right.
That means you aligned with them. This is who you are. Yeah, that's why when you get the security jobs and whatever, they put the American flag on your fucking arm. You know, it's bullshit, man.
Right.
You know? It says promise. It says 1400 promise, a solemn pledge. So you have a vow of declaration in reference to the future made by one person to another.
Right.
Yeah, it said from one person to another,
Right.
right? So that's the Lord. That's one person to a nation. You know, who did He give it to? One person to another.
Right.
Yahweh Shah to Moses came from Yahweh, man, at Mount Sinai, man. We got the promise from. That's where you got the lost Texas. He ain't give it to all other nations. Was all other nations present there?
Right.
Oh, if they mess up, then I'm gonna give it to them.
Right.
No. But they got a blessing. It says going back to the promise, 1400s, promise, a solemn pledge, a vow, a declaration, and reference. Salat.
Got the word?
Promise.
Let's read the word.
Cut. Going to the word promise. All right. All right, this is going back to the word promise. 1400 promise, a solemn pledge, a vow, a declaration of reference to the future made by one person to another, assuring the latter that the former will do or not do. A specified act. You see that? A specified act. So the Lord says He's going to give us the kingdom. Old French promise, guarantee, assurance, and directly from Latin promisum, a promise now used never. Past particular of prometeers, send forth, let go, foretell, assure. beforehand promise. Yo, so we're promising you what the Lord is going to do. Going to prophesy. I'm going to promise you, man. We're promising you that he's going to, we guaranteeing you the Lord is going to destroy this place. The Lord promised us, we got the promise. He guaranteed that what Abraham saw, all that land that he gave him, what? Was going to belong to him and his seed. His seed who he chose. And you got a lot of different nations that came out of Abraham. And they call them all different types of names, man. Abraham, what's that mean? Father. Abba, father. Abraham is the father of many nations. But out of the father of many nations, one seed was chosen.
Yeah.
Was promised him. Just like with Noah, man. With his what? 4 sons? Out of that, all the nations came back.
3
sons. Salaki. I'm thinking about Noah himself and the equation. But through that, all the nations came back, man. All of them. But yet you want to, and Esau knows that. They know that. Why you think they want to kill you so much? Because they know you got next. They know the guarantee, the promise belongs to the Israelites. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, starting with the elect. That's why they turning so many of the leaders now, man. Why did he turn the leaders? Because everybody's going to fall, man. You said that to me earlier, man. He said, you want to what?
Cut the head.
That's the dude said that earlier.
Yeah.
He said, cut the head of the snake off. Everything else will fall. That was
and the body will fall.
And that's before you came.
Yeah.
That was the day.
Yeah.
You know? They know that. Why do they want to come at their heads?
True
They
men
ain't
of the
worried
Lord.
about the fucking body.
Yeah.
They worry about the head of the body.
Yeah, the true men of the Lord. That's why they want the men out of every home in Israel. That's why they scatter the men.
They ain't saying
out of
about
there.
no fucking women.
Right.
Hey, that's why they came at the Habasha.
Right.
Because he was the head of over 12.
Right.
You know? Then there was more. There was, you had the 72. There was many prophets that wasn't written.
Right.
And even people that just might not have been a prophet, but just believed at them days, started following him.
Right.
That's why the wicked scribes and Pharisees, they started getting mad. Not only because it was making their congregation question them, making them lose money, but they saw that gathering that was, they're like, what? That's the son of God. So they figured, like, if we take him out, then everybody else will go back to them.
Yeah.
But hey, man, we still here waiting for Yahweh to this day. So you never killed him. You know what I'm saying? You never, because when Yahweh come and chop the head, which is the head of this world, which is who Esau now, they're not gonna come back.
Right.
In any type of glory, But I just wanted to read this. You guys, if you want to back up what the brother was reading, going into the etymology of the word promise, right? Like an oath, a promise, But to a specific people, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32. Verse 8, it says, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. He separated the sons of Adam. He set the bounds. Because, you got every nation, they got their own land. Like the brothers were saying, they did get a promise, which is their land. They got their gods. They got all of that.
They got an army. They got a government.
They got,
We got stripped of everything. They got their language. That's a true nation of people. And we got stripped from that because of our wickedness, right? But hey, as a brother said, and as scripture said, we want to get it back. You know?
I'm going to read it again. It says, Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. It says, when the Most High divided to the nations their
Oh,
inheritance,
shit. How about that?
when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion, is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
That's crazy. That's a promise, man. Guess it's no getting around it. The Lord is never. I don't give a fuck how bad you see these people, Israelites, walking around these streets. The Lord chose them.
Still the salt of the earth.
Exactly.
Right?
Because everybody still want to be like him.
Right.
They're not dumbed down stage.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
All
still
these
the
other
salt.
yo, you got. I was watching the video. This shit was funny as shit, and I know they was Edomites. I don't care what nobody said, but it was like, yo, the first time you eat jerk chicken or something like that, and it was all they like one bitch was like, yo, try this like bitchy. I'm cracking the fuck up.
Hands
like,
with all shoulders. No other part of their body
look
move
at-
with their shoulders.
a bunch of shit like this.
Yeah.
Looking like Charlie Brown.
Yeah,
and
their whole
shit.
body ain't in rhythm or nothing. They just their shoulder.
I'm laughing, but yo, even like at this, like yo, your spirit is your spirit, man.
Right.
They still gonna be leaders over you, fucking, even you elites.
Huh.
The most degenerates of our nation right now is going to lead over the highest ones of y'all, man.
Right.
How about that? And that's what y'all hate. The fuck out of here, man.
It does not the scripture say the saints shall take the kingdom?
That's right. I'm gonna say they divide. The Lord divided everything
Right.
according to the number of the children of Israel. Meaning what? Yo, we the sin of everything.
Right.
Looking at that whole landmass over there.
We chose. We chose.
All the nations was around us.
Right.
We are the center of attraction. All right, and our nation is coming back, man. We about to be rulers, man. That's amazing.
I got that.
This is the book of Ezekiel. Slack it. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 30, and verse 3. You know what? I'm gonna jump up. It's that I'm starting. Shit, pause.
Fire, yo, the fire's coming too.
Yeah,
That's funny. Dang, the fire is coming to this people. And no man gonna be able to quench it.
So this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 30, verse 1. The point is at 3. It says, the word of the Lord, Slack it, the word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, how ye, woe worth the day, for the day is near. Even the day of the Lord Yahweh is near. A cloudy day, it shall be the time of the. It's a.
Yeah, you know it's crazy. Yo, since the dirt bikes, they don't fucked up the dirt bikes. Now they got the regular bikes out there trying to do that shit. Go ahead, bro.
It says, I'm going to read it again. It says, for the day of the Lord is near. Even the day of the Lord is near. A cloudy day.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu
It says, it shall be the, Salaki, it shall be the time of the heathen.
Yo, read that again. That's what they want, the time of the heathen.
It
That's
shall
what they-
be the time of God. That's crazy, because all this kingdom coming out while we're talking
Yo,
about.
God say it shall be the time of the heathen. Look,
Hey,
at this.
the Lord just shows every week.
And
Week in and week out.
And he mentioned Ishmael.
Yo, read that again.
But it says, for the day is near, even the day of the Lord.
See that the day is near, even the day of the Lord. And what they talking about Allah, they talking about their God.
Right.
We're talking about our power.
Right.
The day of Yahweh is near.
Right.
The day of Yahweh is near. 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 I know goddamn fucking Allah, nigga.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Ezekiel
Read that again, bro.
chapter 30, verse 3. The wicked shall flee. For the day
Because all
is
they have
near.
to do is keep talking about Yahweh.
Right.
And what happened? They disperse.
God.
The wicked flee with no man pursue.
God, and they kept
Right.
saying,
You gonna stay bold as a lion.
Well, what the fuck is his name? Bitch ass niggas. Good, bro.
Says,
Niggas is funny slugging. But nah, go ahead, bro. Because it said it gave him the spotlight. The spirit. Yo, the spirit gave him the spotlight to the scriptures.
Look, this dude about to slap shit out.
Good. He don't even
Look, no, he about to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
The Lord about to smack the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Yo, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, God, it says, Ezekiel 30 and 3.
And we're not starting no insurrection
Right.
now.
Yeah. We don't want.
That's it.
That's that. Hey, that's
the
them.
spirit of the
Hey,
Lord,
that's
Rob
them.
Jacob.
Yeah. We got no
Because
business
he
in that.
just was screaming at him.
Right.
Yeah, right?
Wait till you see the video. You gonna see the dude was like this. Yeah, he's about to get him.
The mighty hand of
raised his hand
Yahweh.
up. Yeah.
Nah, because I seen it like this too. Look at it.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
it's about to go down.
Yeah.
You see his face.
Right.
Yo, call out every one of me.
Lord, y'all about to shoot out
Call out
shot.
y'all about to shoot outside. About to shoot my cock and dots. You have to hold the
God, Lord,
Ran
yeah.
out of there, though.
God.
He ran out of there.
He
pieced
started
up out of
Allah
there,
saved him. But he wasn't yelling none of that shit inside.
Nah, at all.
You wait till the door open
Right,
when
and
you
you went
can
to go
run.
down the street. Yeah.
When you in close
Yeah.
quarters, yo, fuck out of here, nigga.
Yeah.
Yo, go ahead, bro. Read that again. Whoa, stop.
Lord,
man.
ain't nothing to play with.
Right.
These niggas is funny as shit.
Ezekiel 30 and 3.
And it's the and Hanukkah just in Salak.
Huh? Tonight.
Yo,
Yeah.
cut, yo.
Come
You know? So it says, for the day is near, even the day of the Lord is near.
That's right.
A cloudy day, it shall be the time of the heathen.
That's right. That's right. It shall be a time of the heathen.
on.
And yo, that's what they gonna get. So with all that, yo, with and that dude that was in there about to smack the shit out of him is an Israelite.
Come.
Even though he might be calling on that Allah shit, but right now the Lord took that spirit off and
Right.
smacked the shit out of
Right.
him because you're disrupting. Well, you're not disrupting. You're trying to disrupt the word. You know, but we out here telling you the truth.
Disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, yo, Razaka. And I see when I turned, he still had his hand like this. Like, you know how when a nigga got that stance, like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, say something
Yeah,
again.
they soft you up.
Say
Jacob
something
be like
again.
this or something.
Yeah.
He start to Jake be like,
All right.
when Jake start doing this shit, like,
Yeah.
Oh, when they start lifting up their pants?
Yeah.
yeah. And yo, and the boy, you see Jake start moving like this.
He held the door and utter
Yeah,
silence.
exactly, yeah. He got
Hey, like this is my master.
yeah, exactly, yup, exactly. Come on, now.
This is my master. You
Come
can't
on,
make
man.
that up.
Then you want to come out and yell, oh, that
Why he's
bullshit
down the
again.
street though?
Look
Yeah, why
at
he's
you,
down the street?
Fucking dick.
Hey, yeah. Hey
And
man.
that's how I know the Lord is dealing with Israel.
Ah,
So I'm gonna
Ah.
do that. I'm gonna see that. And his
Ah.
people, he never gonna turn away from his people.
ah.
You know? And even though that man, like, hey, I think Boy was on some Islamic shit too.
Well,
But when
he
it
hurt
came-
them,
Yeah.
right? So he's gonna smack him. But so Hey,
He's about to smack the truth in that.
All right.
You want to disrespect the man of
yeah,
Like,
I'm Judah for
yeah,
real.
yeah. No, but hey, matter of fact,
Hey, you look like a Judah.
What's that? Get that in Genesis 49. Lion's Wool talking about Judah.
Yeah.
One of that.
Now the Lord could raise up certain warriors of our nation, zealots, that'll have the prophets back.
Oh yeah.
You know, you had King
Well,
David
you
and his
ain't got
men.
all that.
You have
You know?
certain men to be raised up just
It's
to
about to go.
Yeah. Judah
down.
is a lion's whelp.
That's right, bro.
We shall rouse him up.
That's right. Yeah, it can. Yo, who shall up?
Yeah, he
Look
just
at
got
everything.
roused up.
Exactly. See that? And yo, and that's another reason why they go, oh, they're calling it insurrection.
Yeah.
That was just the spirit, man. The spirit does it.
The book of
Reload.
Genesis, chapter 49, verse 8. Stop.
and the Lord is always showing us signs.
Every week in and week out.
Yeah, week in and week out.
You probably got to go in and then push it in and then push it out. There you go.
Oh shit.
Keep doing it.
Can't even rely on these cards.
Yeah. It happened before. You get it. It gets stuck sometimes. Yeah.
Cool.
It's Genesis chapter 49, verse 8.
Because you can't even, I was just telling the brother, you can't even rely on your cards.
Yeah. It's stuck. It gets stuck sometimes. It says, because they would get it the last
Yeah,
time.
because remember the other dudes.
Yeah. He's able to
He
get
got
it.
in that joint.
It says, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
See that, yo, but it says, Judah, that are he who our brothers shall praise. Who did Judah have mercy with? What
Yeah,
brother
Joseph.
he had mercy with?
And hey,
When all of them, because they all conspired together to sell Joseph to the Egyptians.
yeah. And
But if Judah came back and checked him and was like, damn, let me go check on my brother, my little bro. So, but by that time, he was already sold, you know?
and hey,
Just that move alone, that compassion, you know?
but Leah, when she had him, he said what? Yahweh thanks, Yahweh praise.
Exactly.
That's where that name comes from. All right.
That's why I always tell you that them names, man.
Yeah,
Yahweh
that means something.
Yeah.
Yahweh die.
Exactly. Yahweh.
That's how you say it in the Hebrew.
Right,
Brother
right.
saying he was born in the Hebrew.
That's right. Yeah.
You know?
And that's another thing. You know what? That's another thing why I'm trying to get back into the Hebrew as well. We start doing I'm trying to tackle at least a few words a day on video. Cause I don't want to overload Israel. Start with the E's and take it all the way down. But that way, like the prophet Zephaniah said the Lord is going to return back to us in pure language, so we can call on him, and we can call on the things. And I actually had on my spirit to start labeling things in the house with the Hebrew. So when you see it, your mind will be you see that word. Oh snap, that's what it is. So when you look at stuff, you're like, oh shit, it'll just be second nature to you. And that's that pure language that you want. Instead of this language that we're speaking now, get back to that pure language. That's why the Lord gave it back to us, man. Not just, and it starts with his name, but you keep digging deeper. You know,
until you start getting into the prayers.
right?
And stuff.
That's your heritage. That's your language, and also you can speak your brother's names, sisters' names.
Ah.
You know,
It says, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
that's right.
Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies.
That's right, yo.
That's
The neck of our enemies.
It says, thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
Damn.
Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey. My son, thou art going up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion.
That's right.
And as an old lion, who shall rouse him
See,
up?
that has a whole lot. So when it goes into that word woke, it's going back into the youth. You know? Matter of fact, I think you can go to what's my favorite on my arm. Isaiah 40:31. Start at verse 30. Because woke goes back into like your youth. It says an old lion. A lion gets old, man. He's like, man, I don't have time for this bullshit. Because you done seen a lot. Ain't too much going to rile you up anymore. But the Lord is going to rile up that. His name said Judah. It's a lion's whelp.
You said
And
Isaiah
these
40
niggas-
what?
Isaiah 40 and 30. It's right there. And this is going into what? Bring if you wait on the Lord, right? You're going to renew your strength.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 30.
Okay.
Even the youth shall faint and be weary.
See that, y'all? What it said, right? What we was just reading in Genesis. What was that? 49 and 8.
Yep.
You know, an old lie who survives.
As an old lion.
But it
who
says
shall
what?
rouse
The
him up.
whelp goes into the youth, and it says even the youth shall faint. And it's going into the old line, so you gotta look. God damn, look at this shit. Who shall arouse him?
John.
God, bring that out, bro.
It says, even the youth shall faint
That's
and
right.
be weary,
That's right.
and the young men shall utterly fall.
That's right.
But
The
they-
young men, and that's crazy. Because a young man, that shows your strength, your youth. You ain't supposed to be fainting when you're young like that, man. You know? It's like when you see a younger man, older man, you go, the younger, I'm so tired. Young older man, look at me like, what? The fuck is you
Man,
tired
oh,
of?
my back hurt.
Yeah, what the fuck, nigga? You just come on, man.
It
I've been on
says,
this planet this long year, and it does take a toll on your body. You know? What you got it, bro?
but they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength.
There you go.
They shall mount up with wings as eagles.
Come on now.
They shall run and not be weary,
That's right.
and they shall walk and not faint.
And yo, that's going into what? The elect at that point. Because while they wait on the Lord, the ones that's going to be fainting, the young ones and everything, why they ain't waiting on the Lord. And they chose the path of Esau. You know, they chose the division of these devils, man. And they going to get every bit of what they asking for. Straight with no mixture, just like the things that's coming to Esau, these Edomites. You know? This word is sacred. This word is true. And this word means everything. All right? To our nation, man. Start with the elect. Time and time again. You got the stories. They're coming after us, man. All right? The street ministry and everything and all that. Like, yo, they're coming for us. And they're coming, basically they're coming for just for you speaking the truth. And when you say somebody's in what they call it, like say insurrection, which we looked up that earlier, the insurrection was they want to try to get us on that. And also inciting riots. That's another one. You know? Because or treason. Another one, treason. You know?
Speaking out against the government, just like the prophets of old did.
That's right. They're going to try to say that we're going against them, but listen, y'all went against our nation.
Yep.
All right. So all we doing is speaking up for our nation. What's wrong with that? So if I'm in treason for that, yo, let it be so. Let me speak about my nation, man. It's been written in the books. You can't never shut up that. And that's what you try to do. That's why you gave out that bag. You gave out that bag, and the minute took it, yo, you're going to die a harmful death, man. Just like Judas Iscariot. You know? You're going to catch him. You know? Some more on that, brother?
That's it.
Matter of fact, grab that and Jeremiah real fast.
Grab what?
Prophets before me, because I mean, be kings, prophesy. Don't be on the street. Because we got, what? Oh, yeah, it's about that time. Just be mindful, man. We ain't going to be out here too much longer. You know? We're going to be on these highways and hedges speaking, because sooner or later this is going to become illegal. And this is how you know that who is in charge. Because for years and years you can come out here. If we was out here, if I wanted to come out here and dance, have a dance. Now look, if we wanted to have a dance off, you know, we'd be able to do that out here.
It's the book of Jeremiah 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
So don't that sound like insurrection, treason, and all that?
Right.
When you out there prophesying against it, telling that this was going to happen to this place,
All right.
they think that you got something to do with it. Well, guess what? We do got something to do with the spirits. Because the Lord set us up to come out here and speak the way we speak. All right?
Ah.
And that's the reason why you're going to want to come at us and want to put us to death.
False accusers is what they're doing.
Exactly. There you go. And that AI is going to use it. And yo, how I know that? And I did a video on it a couple weeks back. And Salakia, man, I've been working crazy hours, man. I did 40 hours in like 3 days, man. You know? They're trying to wear down the saints.
God.
Well, I look at it like, hey, man, fuck it. You know, the Lord is coming with this family of the word. As much as we've been talking about, and yo, you can see, yo, in your everyday life, you can see the spirits trying to jump up and buck up against you, man. Especially if you're trying to live righteously, man. And it's just all in their spirit to do something. It's all in their spirit to do something. Don't think of nothing strange when these people start acting crazy.
Ah.
You know, because that's what they're supposed to do. They did it to Yahweh Shah. They did it to King David. If you don't lash out, you better, when these spirits fuck up and all that, all you gotta do is start thinking, like, what did I do wrong? You know? And take that with all cheering and glory, because the Lord ain't killed you. Because he could have did that. When these spirits rile up and start acting crazy, you just pray to the Lord even more. And ask for more mercy. Ask for more forgiveness, man. Ask to be delivered, man. Ask not to get caught up in those spirits that's coming. But they're coming to bring the wrath. That's what they was designed to do. You know? It was designed to come to bring the wrath and the pain to this place, man. They going through it. You got it, brother.
Ah. This book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16.
Right.
And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hands or in their foreheads.
That's right.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, that him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666.
We've been bringing this scripture out for the end of camp for years, for a long time. Well, it's a short time compared to how long our kingdom going, right? You know, how long we've been out here. It's a short time, but the point stands, all right? Prophesying against these wicked kingdoms, you know, they're bringing down principalities and high places. Do what? Just coming out here speaking the spirit, this vibration. All right? And if you want to call it treason or insurrection and all that, well, it's so big. But who's going to save us out of it? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Yahushua. All the hell that y'all got lined up and all the plans that y'all have in your minds towards us, the Lord gave you that, man. The Lord gave you that. And all we supposed to do is come out here and speak on Him. And speak His word. And talk His truth. And try to live a righteous life to the best of our ability. Same way our ancestors did. Man. All right? There's many things that we could have been doing on the Saturday evening. Right? But we come out here and preach the word, right? They tried to call me into work today. I could have been like, you know, guys, you know, I'm going. I was like, no, I'm not going. Fuck. This is the work right here. This what we're doing right here will never perish. It'll never lose. And it's already been written. For it to prevail, all you got to do is read and believe. Your belief takes you a long way. And your belief means a lot. Just because you see these walls up right now, don't mean that they're going to last forever, man. You don't think I look at our Jonah, mention him earlier. You know? And his instances with Nineveh, man. And he tried to run from it. But was he delivered out of that? Yes, he was. And he was the one that the Lord did not destroy that place while Jonah was prophesying. Because at that time, Israel turned back through the sackcloth for him and mourned and repented. But this place right here, y'all not repenting. The only ones that's repenting is the elect, man. And that's why they're going to be delivered up out of there, while the rest going to perish, man. And the 1/3 of this place is going to be delivered with them, man. Yeah, bro. This place
Revelation
is over, man. This place is over, man. It's over.
Revelation chapter 14, verse 9 says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice.
Said the third angel. Here we go 3 again. You know that last week we was talking about the 3. That was 3 of us. Third angel to understand it. So to understand what's going to happen. Right, bro.
If any man worship the beast and his image,
If any man worship the beast or his image, this is what's going to happen to you. And there's no getting around it. I don't care what Esau tells you. Oh, it's cool. You can do it. Everybody's doing it. But they always tell you here, if everybody jumped off a bridge with you, Timmy, you probably fucking would. It's like when the train coming here, I snap. Because everybody, I'm watching these niggas, man. One person light up some weed. Nobody sitting under another person light up some weed. Another nigga light up a cigarette or black him out, now the whole fucking train clouded. So I got up and said something. I said, monkey see, monkey do, man. So if you niggas want to follow after that instruction, you want to get the chip, monkey see, monkey do, you're going to get that smoke is coming for you, man. And once you inhale that smoke, you're going to be evaporated, man. And what I mean by inhaling, you should understand that. You take it, it's done, it's over. Got it, bro.
it says, if any man worship the beast and its image, and receiveth his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment, talking about smoke, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image. And whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Yahushua Mashiach.
And that woman, that's the second time she walked past, she won't die. Now, if you tell her that, she'll look at you like you're crazy. I'll fight for the American army. Ain't not gonna happen to me. Bitch, you gonna die.
You already
the Lord
dead.
set you up. Yeah, the Lord set you up. The Lord sets you up, just join that.
Right.
There's nothing, it's not, listen. And judge, and like her footsteps is already marked to go over there to the Valley of Jehoshaphat.
Oh.
That's what she's marked to do. That's what she's marked to do. And her body gonna be that stink that goes up, man. To replenish the earth over there. She'll be considered the mighty ones of Judah. A part of that. Going into Obadiah, which I wonder how happened to that. Because the spirit had to go where it went. But this is the end of Esau, man. The beginning of Kwam Yasharala, man. Rise Israel.
Wow.
All right, rise you children of dust. All right, you come out the confusion. God bestowed upon you. The only one that can take you out is Yahweh Hashem outside. By Hashem HaRachakadash, man. Trouble is coming on a high level that you never witnessed it a day before in your life. You thought not being able to get your electric on and not being able to eat was something. Well, multiply that. Right? Times whatever the fuck you want to multiply that. That's what's coming to you. Your worst fears and your worst imaginations is coming to your doorstep, man. Via Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem HaRachakadash. So with that, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem HaRachakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. So next week, we're going to sing with Waffle Bible Bar.
Waffle Bar.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Shalom.
Wow.
Another week down. Another week